Hey yo, it's your boy Kaliko. Today on Mining America, we are going to be reviewing a video that I made about 3 years ago in 2016. Now, this video was shot on an iPhone 5, I believe. It might have been a 6, it might have been a 5, I'm not sure. I do know this, that when I went back to re-edit this video, that I had thought I had originally shot it on my phone in 1080p. Unfortunately, it's 720p, and after reviewing a few other videos, I have a group of videos that I thought were at 1080p, which end up being in standard definition at 720. So I can't upgrade a 720 video and make it any cleaner than it already is, but what I can do is I can go back and re-edit the audio and make it to where you can hear it better over the wind and stuff like that, because sometimes these phones, they might see everything, but they don't necessarily hear everything. So I've had a lot of audio problems in some of my first few videos, and so I'm going to go back and re-edit some of those. And if it's possible for me to edit them and make them better watchable, more watchable, easier, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. If I can make them a better video and a better viewing experience for you, I will do so. Unfortunately, if trying to make it a better viewing experience also means that I'm going to end up having a lower quality picture and that it's going to be sort of like drifty and floaty looking, like I'm not okay with that. And I'll probably leave a lot of the video original, because anytime you take a scene that is already not high definition and you make it bigger by zooming in on it, it just makes it even more pixelated and not a clear picture. And since I have moved up in phones for recording to cameras for recording, I definitely care about the quality of the picture and the audio and everything. Bumping my head against all of the problems I've had making videos over the last few years, I really appreciate the quality I can get out of professional equipment. At the same time, using professional equipment and professional editing software takes forever. It is a way more arduous process than working on my phone. That was way easier. Yet, this is just better. And when I get out to produce more videos, you'll see that. Now that I've been droning, I can't talk. Now that I've been droning on for plenty of time, we'll jump right into the video and hey yo, it's your boy Kaliko. I'm out here in Tignall, Georgia at the Jackson Crossroads Amethyst mine. They have had their mine shut down for a little while, doing some major digging, I've heard. And now they're having a party this weekend. Yay! 2 days of amethyst digging. Supposed to be really good. Some of the local people that dig here a lot are really excited, which that makes me really excited. So there's not really much to see right now because I'm not allowed to walk around the property or anything because haven't signed my waiver or checked in. But we're here, and I'll give you some more as we're doing it this weekend.
You're almost old enough to know what it's like not to have computers and cell phones. Almost. On that.
I can clip you out.
All right, good. Please.
right, this is your Jackson Crossroads walking tour for our little YouTube video. This is your parking area. We had a nice little potluck lunch over here. You got a donation tables. This gentleman donates coloring books and supplies to children at hospitals. Let's see. There it is. Take a rock, leave a donation. We left our donation. I'm proud to say it only lasted about maybe an hour. I came back and it was gone. Super cool. Oh, I forgot. There's your porta potty. So you can pretty much dig anywhere at this point except where the roping keeps you out of. But that's obviously a dangerous area. Almost everybody out here has been excited with their day and happy. I've seen at least 7 or 8 amethysts come out about the size of a fist. I've seen a couple of guys not too far from one of the holes I was digging break open a giant rock and have a cluster of amethysts inside. I don't know if it's true. Somebody said retail value somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000, which that's a day maker. It's your water pit down there. Places where they dig. Sorry about the shaky camera. I need to tighten it. These guys up here, breaking rocks. Breaking rocks out here can be extremely profitable from what I've seen today. And I've tried it. It's not easy. But maybe I was trying to break the wrong rocks. Almost to the end here. I'm definitely going to end up clipping this. Yeah, that's the one we were working on. If you go on the back side of it, underneath, there's a whole cluster hole that it looks like it opens up possibly into a cavern. So here's the back side of JXR. One second. And I'm gonna go look at this guy's amethyst. So this is my hole I've been working on. And I heard my pickaxe hit that. It rang like a bell. It was really obvious I'd hit something that was different than everything else that it's been driving into. This hole's actually been worked on for about 3 hours. I've been digging around the rocks real gently because people have been pulling most of their stuff out that has been big, has been attached to some piece of stone. Or probably hidden by some piece of stone. So that was the premise I was working under. At the same time, you got to remember, I don't know much about what I'm doing, which is good for you, because if I can find it, you can find it. It's pretty much that simple. If you can see me, I tried to aim straight for this. Yeah, have a rock ball on it. So I'm gonna leave the camera running while I dig this out and hope that we find a lot more. Right where I put the camera, I'd be blocking everything. Oh, I don't need that. He hands me a shovel to dig it out with. You're mad at me for finding that, aren't you?
No, I want to see it come out whole.
Actually, you know what? I really wish I had my toolbox because I'd like a brush.
I got one in my bucket, I think.
Do you? Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
I have a bunch. They're just up on blocking my other hill. But I'm not really wanting to move my stuff because I do want to dig in that spot, especially since that's kitty corner from where those guys cracked that rock open. That's worth 5 or 10 grand. So after I heard they're the ones that did that, I'm like, well, I'm really glad I didn't move my yet. Thank you, brother. It looks like it's just floating like your guys' was over there.
Maybe.
Same level, too, as the rest of ours.
Yeah, it really is. It's all been in a line across through there.
Then you're due.
Yeah, you're due.
I've gone down pretty much that level.
What a time to forget the chopsticks. There, it's moving though.
Is it moving?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely loose.
It's nice though.
Damn ding I had to put in it. Sorry, I shouldn't have moved it that far. I forgot I got a camera rolling. It's not as big as any of your guys's, but
It's got a good top.
it's definitely worth saying
Oh
that.
my gosh, though, that looks beautiful.
I think that's
That's a
probably
beautiful piece,
paying
though.
for my $85 that I paid to get in. They didn't guarantee you'd find an amethyst, but they sure made it sound like you could. And I've probably worked less today than everybody else here because I've been talking with everybody. You guys know me, Jabberjaw. So, yeah. But that was definitely on a wall somewhere at some point.
Yeah.
You see that backing?
It's attached.
Like that was attached to something.
Keep digging, it might be in there.
You ain't lying.
Five inches
You ain't
over the
lying,
ramp
bro.
right
I
there.
ain't done. That's for damn sure. The problem with this is that I don't want to put it anywhere. Like
Yeah.
right there.
Somebody's gonna walk by. Oh, you didn't see that one, did you?
Just step on it, right?
Step on it.
Right?
Or you forget about it.
This
right there.
brush
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm buying one of these, dude. Which section you get this from?
Just in the automotive section. It's car.
Oh, really?
Tire brush. Yeah.
Really? This is a tire brush?
Yeah.
You hear that? Hey, tire brushes, dude. These rock. Like, I mean, next to water, if you're wanting to go real soft in an area but still move dirt. I mean, look at that. Homeboy came up with something here because, I mean, I'm moving stuff and I'm able to see it. And I actually like that fact. At the same time, that was a lot of work that I just did physically in a matter of seconds. So I'm gonna turn the camera off now. Here you go, brother.
All right.
Well, it's day 2 out here at JXR. I've dug my fair share of specimens out of the ground. I got a couple of really cool ones. One that's pretty special. It has a bubble in it with some water and an air bubble floating around in it. So that's pretty awesome. Also has a couple of phantoms that look like cheetah print, really thick through it, and that's pretty cool too. Here's a couple of specimens that I found today. I found a couple of more also. It's got a nice little light purple see-through amethyst there, and in that same spot just a couple minutes later I pulled this one out, which it's even lighter purple. So we want them dark purple, but we'll take what we can get, right? Overall, my review of the shindig is pretty good. There's about 100 people out here on Saturday. I would say everybody walked out with something yesterday that they were happy with. I saw some people pull out some really big crystals. A few people broke open some rocks and found some really cool clusters. It's hot. I brought a tent, which was a really, really good idea. I would advise that if you come out here in the summer to dig, that you definitely bring a tent. Also, a few things I got sitting around me are some of the tools that you need. Don't forget your gloves. I got blisters even with gloves on. Little hand pickaxe. A bigger hand pickaxe to get past the big soil that might be too hard to really dig easily through. Small pry bar. It's good for poking the soil and breaking stuff out, which you can't see that, can you? Sledgehammer and chisel. I wish I would have brought a bigger sledgehammer. Bigger the better for some of these boulders out here that you can crack open and try and find some stuff in. Chisel definitely helps. This little tool, I have no idea what it's called, but it definitely helped me pick through the thick clay and break pieces off. and a brass bristle brush. If you plan on breaking up boulders, you need a brass bristle brush so that you can see which ones that you want to break up, so you can brush the dust and muck off of them and see where the fissures and cracks are for you to go ahead and try and split the boulder apart. Pretty much for a serious rock hound, I'd give this place, for what just happened this weekend, I would give it a 5. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for people to find stuff in the future with the last 100 people that were out here, but from some of the people that have been digging out here for a long time I've talked to, it's been pretty constant that people pull out really nice specimens. There's no guarantee that you're going to find something, but if you work really hard and get a little bit of lucky, you can definitely bring something home with you. I think I got a little bit of lucky, and I definitely busted my ass pretty hard. I know that some people didn't work near as hard as I did. Surface collected, flipped over rocks, dug a little bit, and found much more than I did. I also know some people that worked a little bit harder than I did and found absolutely nothing. So, a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work get you a long ways in life, generally in anything. So this used to be a mound right here, and there used to be a hill behind me, but now I'm sitting in a hole of displaced dirt. I was hoping the boulder I pulled out was gonna have some stuff around it and under it, and this is what's under it, and I haven't started picking at that yet. And this area is all behind it, and I haven't started picking at this yet. The boulder itself had some really nice pockets of quartz inside of it, growing some cool druzy crystals. I guess it's possible there's something inside of it, but it's just too big for me to do anything about. So, I'll sit here and let you see me pick through this and see if we come up with anything. So what we're looking for is flat, black, glassy looking substance. I found it a few times, and pretty much no matter how purple it really is when you pull it out of the ground, when you first see it shining at you, it's black. Which, for the way this hole started and has been progressing all day, I don't think I'm gonna find nothing here. But it's so hot and I have shade that better to sit in the shade for the moment than walk around in the sun. You never know what you're gonna find. It's not like I buried it here. Tell you what though, when you see your first little piece and you know for a fact that that is a piece of color that you're looking for, it is very, very exciting. Very exciting. Especially if you've been looking for a long time and you ain't found nothing. That looks like a cool little piece of druzy. It's got some crystals on it standing up out of there along this ridge. I think I can see some along that side too. It's a cool little pocket piece of druzy. Druzy's a good sign. It'd be a better sign if it looked purple. But I do know there's druzy all over this place. And the druzy is actually extremely gorgeous. It comes here, it's clear, and it has some long spires on it, and there are some really cool, pretty pieces. And I tell you too, none of the pieces I found were surface collecting except for a couple that are inside of stone. All of the loose pieces, all the floaters that I found were digging out of a spot in the ground I decided to pick. And I just got lucky that two spots that I picked both ended up having something in them. This is spot number 3. And so far, spot number 3 has been a work my ass off spot with a no sign of any kind of color even being in this area spot. But once again, that means absolutely nothing. Some of the decomposing. Now, from what I heard, some of this decomposing granite can have some of the stones in it, so it might be a good one to bust. And there's nothing in it, but that was really easy to break. More of it. That's not decomposing yet. See, if I would have had the camera rolling first thing this morning, or a few times yesterday, I would have me finding one actually on film. Now I have after I found one on film, but to tell you the truth, there were so many people mining here that the background noise just, I don't think it would have worked. I would say the JXR Shindig was a success because there was a lot of people that walked out here with some pretty specimens. Now, that's some purple looking, gosh, stone. I can't remember the name of the dang stuff right now. What's up, guys? So I dug that hole down about 4 feet, and then I dug it in about to where I was reaching under it, and I was scared the bank might fall on me. And then I chopped the bank to where it filled the hole back in, and I didn't find anything in this spot right here. But that hole right there is the one I worked yesterday. Giant depression, didn't start like that. And that's where I found most of my stuff. So, hole right here, nothing. Hole right there, at least one really amazing piece and a couple of small, really cool ones. So, that's how it goes sometimes.
There's one cheetah print phantom. See the other one up there in the top? There's the other cheetah print phantom. There's the red hematite in the center. See that? I believe it's red hematite. There is our negative crystal right there. Look real closely. See my little drop of water in there? There's the anhydro. Now, the streak of purple is definitely in the back section. It's not deep purple everywhere, but if it was deep purple everywhere, I'm not sure I'd see all the stuff going on with it. And the imperfections in this specimen are definitely what make it special. I mean, look at that bubble move. This was my best find at JXR in Georgia.
So these are the amethysts and some of the druzy I got from my dig at JXR, Jackson's Crossroads amethyst mine. This one has some phantoms in it, some little rainbow phantoms. Over here on the edge, it looks like smoky quartz more than amethyst right around there. Tip's broken off. It's attached to a piece of matrix, but it's a pretty little thing. Maybe buff that down or something, I don't know. I'll talk to people that know more than this about me. They're more than me about this. Nice little piece of druzy, has some amethyst in it. Got another piece like that right here with a more pretty, very light purple but extremely see-through crystal on a nice piece of druzy. And that pocket goes back into here. So I mean, it's possible that there's another amethyst in there. I don't think I'm gonna cut it open though. I think it's pretty cool the way it is. This one right here, this little piece of crystal on top, it's light purple, cool piece of druzy surrounding it. The druzy that comes out of this place is beautiful, clear, spiky crystals. Now all this stuff is from JXR Amethyst Mine. It's light. Oh, you can't see it. Little crystal cluster with a light bit of purple in it, but not a lot. Now, I left 3 amethysts somewhere else that I had found. They're the largest 3, but they're in this video earlier. I showed them. This is a really awesome piece of druzy. Even if you don't find amethyst there is some water you can put in a bucket and you can wash some druzy while you're there and see if there's anything you want to take home with you, because I mean, this druzy is spectacular. It's got beautiful crystals. I don't know if you can see in there. Let's see if I get a different camera angle. Pretty awesome pieces. Its average is $25 a day to dig there for adults, 25 or 15 for kids. And the place that I dug up all of my amethysts, you could find that on any given Sunday. All of my amethyst was hard fought and found. None of it was actually just like laying on the ground as if it had been tossed there by the mine owner or anything. You know, I dug in spots and I was down 3 or 4 feet in the ground before I started finding anything. And my best pieces came out from around where there were stones and I was moving rocks and a lot of dirt. But like I said, even if you're not going to find amethyst, there is some beautiful pieces of druzy to be had. Call this one the piranha.
I hope you enjoyed this video of JXR Amethyst Mine. Once again, I recorded this video about 3 years ago, and it was one of the first videos I had ever recorded, and I really did not know very much about digging for gems and minerals. I was extremely ignorant and very green, and if you know much about digging for gems and minerals, you can sort of figure that out while you're watching this video, can't you? Now, I decided to leave all of that stuff in and not clip any of it or edit any of it now, because it's a true representation of what was then. And really, I wanted to put up a better version of what was already up, because I had had a lot of people complain about the audio quality over the years that this had been up, and I needed a new video to post. So I hope you liked it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscriber notification bell and all that jazz. And I'm working on doing some new trips where I want to take a couple of you with me. So if you're one of those people that might want to come with me, make sure you watch all of my videos, because I'm going to be posting up ways that you can help, ways that you can be involved, and some of the digs that we're going to go and try and find treasure at. So I love you for watching, and I'll see you in the dirt, hopefully soon.